Morning, James here. Welcome to another video. So a couple of days ago I asked for a bit of feedback. I've not been doing an awful lot of modelling recently, but I've decided to get back on the boat, horse, ship, depends what you want to call it. So after that recent video I put up, needed some help. So I had two options: finish the Nimitz, which I've been working on recently and parked up a few months ago, or the Prince of Wales, which I bought at the Model Fest show in Milton Keynes. And the feedback overwhelmingly is to crack on with the Prince of Wales, which is really exciting. So I thought I'd do a quick video now. I'm going to have to do the build in a few parts, but this is going to be part one. So if you haven't already subscribed, please click on the link below to subscribe so you can watch all the future videos and turn that notifications on. So let's do a quick run through of where I am today.
A few weeks ago, His Majesty the King launched the battleship King George V on Tyneside. Now her sister ship, the Prince of Wales, is christened by the Princess Royal.
I named this ship Prince of Wales.
The HMS Prince of Wales was a King George V class battleship built by the Royal Navy and launched in May 1939. Had an extensive history, being one of the first ships to engage with the Bismarck at the Battle of the Denmark Strait in 1941. So first things first, about building any battleship is always getting cracking on with the main guns. So here are the three turrets for the Prince of Wales. Always like to do these first on any battleship, although I haven't built one for a while, to be brutally honest. But cracked on with those using the old Tamiya Extra Thin, my favourite glue. And once the parts were all put together, I sanded off all the raised detail which I wasn't going to use, namely the ladders and a few bits of wiring, and used the Edard photo etch set. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a little card up in the top of the picture here. It's really an amazing set. Highly recommend getting it for this and any 1:350 scale model. With the turrets built, I moved over to the main superstructure, firstly cutting off the bits from the fret for the 5 different superstructure islands, sanded those all down, and then, as per the turrets, got rid of the raised detail. There's an awful lot of doors, especially on the main superstructure bits, and decided to progress with that to put on with the photo etch. Here's a close-up of the 3 main parts of the superstructure, and together the 3 main guns. This is the foredeck bit, the main front part here. There's a few dimples to sort out, and you can see what's left of the doors that he's standing. This is towards the rear, so we'll have the lifeboats and some of the main masts. And the ladder that needs to come off. And a massive seam, so we'll have to work on that, won't we, James? And then, yeah, this is a part of the bridge or conning tower that fits on top of the foredeck piece. A bit more work to do there, and the main guns. Skipping ahead a few days now, the main hull pieces and the deck have been stuck together, and I wanted to give a bit of a dry fit with the main guns and the superstructure bits that I've stuck together all nice, and see how it starts to look. It's starting to look like a real battleship now. So next up, it was time to apply a bit of paint. So here's the main hull primed with Tamiya fine spray primer, and then using Hull Red, my favourite after a bit of modelling. Took a couple of coats to get it where I wanted, so I had a nice good base to work on. And then here's a dry fitting some of the superstructure pieces now with their photo etched doors and a few ladders, etc, etc. It's amazing how much extra detail the little doors can bring. And here's a little walk around of the various pieces. So there's 2 or 3, no 3 actually, main pieces there on that hull, and a few little support pieces. And then this superstructure here is a few extra bits. You can see all the doors. They really do start to make a difference once you get them all together. And then we started painting the top deck. So a wooden deck for this battleship. So used a bit of a dark primer to get everything in place to have a bit of different colour effects, using Deck Tan as the base, and then used Citadel Wash, which is actually really good, to burn out some of the detail of the wooden planking. And here we have the Prince of Wales next to the Bismarck. Obviously the Prince of Wales was part of the battle fleet which took on and sunk the Bismarck eventually after the loss of the hood, so I thought to get the two side by side would be quite an interesting display. So there we have it, that's part one of the build. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, think about subscribing to see how I get on with the rest of the build. Yeah, so we really need to get cracking on with it now and put the rest of the photo etch together and then start painting it all up. So thanks for watching and take care, see you soon, bye bye.